Hi, I'm Katie Noyd with McMinnville Parks and Recreation, and today we are going to make toilet roll stamp flowers. So as we get ready for spring, there's a lot of flowers blooming up, and then as we get ready for Earth Day, we thought we'd do some crafts that would help us reuse some of the items in our house. So this project today, we're going to use a toilet roll. We usually have toilet paper on the outside. And so what I did is I started cutting the outside of it, and we'll get to that in a minute. You'll also need paint. I'm going to use tempera paint. And then I also got some Q-tips, and we'll use that for the inside. So the first part of it is cutting our toilet paper roll. And what I did is I just did little cuts along the outside, about halfway, a third to halfway up. Parents, you might have to help out with your kiddos. So I'm going to show you the last little snip right here as I cut that. And then we're going to fan it out. I had already added some paint onto a paper plate. I kind of moved it around so that it would be flat. All the paint would be out there so that it can get on all the edges of my toilet paper roll. And then, like I said, I put some Q-tips together and taped them, and that's what we'll use for the inside of the flower. So I'm going to kind of flatten this out a little bit more. Right now it kind of looks like a hula skirt. We're going to flatten it out a little bit more, kind of make an octopus as well. We can do a lot of things. And then we're going to tab that into our paint and push it down a little bit so it gets out on all of the little legs as we do that. So like I said, we're going to be trying to use a lot of reusable things, newspaper and things that are around the house. So start holding on to that, and we'll be doing some projects the next couple of weeks with that. So I'm going to push that down, and so you can see I have paint on most of it. If there's any more that you need to put on there, you can kind of move it around a little bit more to make sure that you have paint on all of the edges. And so I'm going to press this down into my piece of paper. I'm just going to press it straight down, and I'm going to put a couple of these flowers on my page, and then I'll show it to you. And then we'll do the inside part of it. And then you can kind of mush it around in the paint again, kind of twist it, and that can kind of get a little bit more paint on there. We're going to press it down. All right, so that was the first part of it. You can see all the little kind of petals that are coming out. Then I'm going to use the Q-tip. So like again, I put a couple Q-tips together, taped it, and I'm going to dab it in my yellow paint. You try to make sure that the Q-tips are pretty flat together so they touch at the same time. And then you can kind of dab it a little bit to make sure you don't want to put a lot of the paint on there. And then I'm going to just put that in the middle as the middle of my flower. Just dabbing it on there. So this is a fun project that kids can do. We like to do pointillism a lot with Q-tips because you don't have to use that much paint, and kids can control it a lot better than using a big paintbrush and doing some stuff. So we used our toilet paper roll to do the outside of the flower, and then we did Q-tips on the inside of it. It kind of looks also, if it doesn't look like a flower, it also looks like fireworks in there as well. So you can kind of use the same, you could do it on black paper and use lighter colors to do fireworks as well. So that was our project today, toilet roll stamp flowers. Hope you had a good time. See you later.